This one? That's me. Hey, how you doing? I'm Tantalus. I'm joined by 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so has anyone here played Star Tropics or Star Tropics 2 before?
No.
No. All right. I've got I'll summarize. So this is the second Star Tropics. This is a minute-long chapter, so I've got a minute to tell you all about the first Star Tropics. In the first Star Tropics, Mike, looking for his uncle with a yo-yo. His uncle was lost to sea for some reason. He took his sub out. He rescued dolphins that could talk to him, and then he finds out that his uncle found a secret magic cube that was housing a secret alien race. And he ends up going onto the spaceship, killing a bunch of aliens with a yo-yo, blowing up the alien spaceship, falling out of it, but being rescued by the dolphins that he saved, and saved the day.
So your very stereotypical story.
Oh, it sounds like your average Sunday morning.
Did everybody follow that? Everybody?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. I met a couple dolphins on the way in here, of course. Yeah.
Some of my best friends are dolphins.
Also love the fact, the amazing RPG names in the past. We've had like Chrono, Cloud, but right here we just have Mike.
Mike's my boy.
But today it's Burger.
Mike Jones. So now we're going into, we've accidentally traveled through time for some reason.
As you do.
Yes. So here we are.
I fell into a wormhole on my way to the venue today.
Was it on the school bus, Flash?
Yes.
It was, in fact, on the school bus, yes.
He
somehow landed in my car. So.
For the people who don't know, the shuttle between our hotel and the venue that we're at for Glitch Infinite is a literal school bus, which is hilarious and awesome.
So right there, those dotted spots on the field, I could fall in pits. There's pits with mini dungeons in them. That's like 3 minutes if I fall in any of those.
Oh, my goodness.
We don't want to have that happen. We just walk a certain way around those.
Okay, chat, can we get a prediction on if Tantalus gets through this chapter without falling through a single pit?
I think it's kind of like a Chekhov's gun situation here, where you've mentioned like the 3-minute loss if you fall into one of the pits.
Well,
so now you're.
I already dodged it, so I'm good.
Oh, okay, we're done.
All right, so
we're
not
done.
this chapter.
See, we're good.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. There's other spots you can do it too.
Is that just straight up like a reset the run? I'm not doing this if you fall in like right at the beginning of the run.
You wouldn't reset the run. If you hit reset, you'd just start the chapter over. So you'd be safe.
Okay.
All right, so this is the first dungeon. All we did was talk to one of the nice fellows there who gave us an axe for free. Thank you very much. We're going to use that right here.
Little capybara-looking dudes.
This is Mike Jones, by the way. This is the only Nintendo franchise that's not represented in Smash Brothers in some way.
I'm sorry, who?
Yeah.
Mike Jones.
You ever heard of Jesus of Nazareth? Well, meet Mike Jones from Seattle.
Mike Jones.
Oh, and I did a little error there. We're going to try and reset this and try to do a little trick here.
I actually feel sadder now that you pointed out that they look like capybaras. Oh no!
Mike is feeling a little more moral today. In the pit we go.
You did mention Jesus, so he's ascended.
We've ascended there. We're gonna try again though.
Tantalus is all about throwing for content. That's what we're here for.
We're here throwing for content. It's actually been this trick has actually been the bane of my existence this weekend for some reason.
I remember you told me a little bit about like the damage boosting on the water thing, and that it's like
I think I'm gonna die. Yeah.
Oh.
I knew I did that one wrong. The first one I thought I got it right, but that's okay. 1 life left. If for some reason we run into a problem, we just start right here again. It's not the end of the world. All right.
I believe. I'm a believer.
I'm a Tantalus believer. That's why we're here, because we're Tantalus believers.
Indeed. Also, I specifically am looking for any doubters in chat.
Any doubters in chat, I will fight you. Oh,
I am not sure.
The doubters have won.
The doubters are currently winning. I honestly can't say the last time I've ever game over trying to do that, but here we are. We'll give it one more go. If for some reason I get to the last life here, we'll do the long way, which is the intended way. What we're trying to do is we're trying to use the enemies to skip over and walk on water a little bit. What happens is the game does a little check when you hit the water. If you take damage the same frame you hit the water, you won't die.
Oh. So what does the pausing do in that? Is that just so you can check the frames?
So the pause locks in what frame I'm taking damage on, because the game doesn't check every frame if you're taking damage. So that's kind of I think they figured out last minute that you could do that, and that was their debug check of like, all right, well, I guess the best way to deal with that is just going to be to not check it every frame. All right, I can reset this.
These little capybaras are vengeful, man.
All right, one more go at this. This is. There we go.
Hey.
Gosh. That was a long time coming, but then we made it.
It's still probably less time than the long way.
No way. Well, I mean, no, the long way's not that much longer.
Oh, okay.
I would have just been better off going the long way
We
if
are
I knew I was going to die 4 times. But
We're here
it's
to
all
show
right.
off the
We are
tricks.
eternal optimists. That's what we're here for.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're gonna shake off the rust here. These are snowmen.
These
They're
are-
perfectly fine. Don't worry about them.
We're getting an interesting menagerie of
No, those
opponents.
they definitely look like my average
There's
snowman.
Tony the
that I made.
Tiger. What is he doing here? We had capybaras, and then we had snowmen, and now we got tigers. This is
I'm very curious to see as to what zoo you've been to, as to where you believe that is a tiger. That is a whole bear.
they're yellow and striped.
They built
Tell me
different in
that's a tiger.
Tennessee. Is that what it
Maybe.
is?
Dude, they're yellow and they're striped. That's a tiger to me.
Chat, is that Tony the Tiger, or is that
Smokey the Bear?
Smokey the Bear. I see.
Smokey
I
the-
can't even remember what it was. I was
See,
about to
now
say-
you're
I was
making
about to say- I was about to
you're
say
making
Bill the
fun of
Bear.
me.
I mean, to be honest, that
You don't
would-
even
that-
know your famous bears.
That's
and you're trying to
definitely what
make
it
fun
would
of me.
look like if I. I mean, there's so many. I could have said Yogi.
You could have said.
This game came out in 1994. That would have been way more on point. So what are we aiming for? Like,
So that section right there was a predetermined puzzle, so that you just have to go in the shapes in the right order. The answer to the puzzle is in the villager cave that we were in earlier, but I already know the answer to the puzzle. This is Yum Yum, and he's really hungry.
Hi, Yum Yum.
So
Oh, no!
we're going to let him eat his dinner
why did you have to do it to him?
and send him to his demise.
You couldn't have saved them, Tantalus.
So actually, fun fact though, if you do kill his food, which you can do, he gets really angry and it goes berserk. So
Same though. Same.
Yeah, I feel like actually I relate to Yum Yum more now than I thought that I did before.
I think all of us here are Yum Yum fans.
Yum Yum is
after
just
that.
misunderstood.
all right, so I'm going to go for a frame perfect skip here. Did not get it. That's all right. What I can do is I can hit select, which brings up a kind of a menu dialog box, and it would trigger that sequence to happen before it was supposed to. So it takes a couple seconds, but you have to hit it on the exact frame you walk on this square. So did not get that. Not off to a great start. It's not going to be a world record today, but
You already got the world record, so it's okay.
yeah, you know what? We've already done that before. So we're here to show off all the cool stuff this game has to offer. All right.
Now, can we dedicate the rest of this run to Yum Yum?
I believe so.
I believe
actually,
this is the Yum Yum run.
God bless Yum Yum. So by the way, this person here in the little bubble, she's talking to us telepathically. She's one of the alien kids we saved in Star Tropics 1. And she can telepathically communicate with us through time, apparently.
that was my follow-up question.
All right,
So
so-
we slipped through time by accident. She still was able to just reach out.
She
It's
can
like
run right through the space-time continuum.
she
Don't
has
worry
the
about
best
it.
As you do.
phone signal
is-
in history.
The best story since 2001: A Space Odyssey.
This game inspired 2001: A Space Odyssey. Let's be real. This came way before.
All right, so that's the end of chapter 2. We're gonna we figured out that we need to keep reading this book to keep accidentally traveling through time, and we might end up in the places we need to be to find Tetris pieces.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at whoa, this is radical. that caught me off guard. I was not
1994.
expecting a whoa, this is radical on my screen. You
I
slipped
feel
to
like
another
they-
time and space.
I feel like the usage of radical was before you were even born.
It absolutely was. So, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, I was born almost a decade after this game.
yeah, I was 3 years.
You were
in.
3 years. You were
Yep.
3 years before it. So Ajax was 3
That's
when this
why I
game
last
came
had
out.
to ride the school bus here.
That is why they sent it just for me.
So we've stumbled upon Cleopatra's barge. We actually have to talk to all of these people that I'm talking to. Otherwise, the guard will say, "Who are you? Leave this place." But this was a very common mechanic in the first Star Tropics game. This is the only time we really have to do it in this game. So, which is really cool because I don't like talking to all the villagers for no reason.
I actually really appreciate a lot of the dialogue that they had for the early RPGs, whenever the NES or the SNES days. like being able to actually dive into the story more. There was a lot of character that you really got
back in
built up from these.
like in Chrono Trigger or like Earthbound. I used to spend so much time talking to every single villager in every single area because I was just like, what if I miss something? What if I
Chrono Trigger, that could change your whole
Exactly.
that could change your whole ending.
Well,
so.
because that did happen to me the first time I played Chrono Trigger, and then I found out later, and I was like, okay, from now on, I will never miss an NPC again.
Now we're oh boy, now we're on the spiders. Okay, I bring back the capybaras, please.
No, I don't. I'm okay with him killing spiders.
Yo, who's my man's here though? Who's this?
So funny fact, that's actually the exact same enemy as the gold bears from the last level. It just looked
Just
different.
reskinned.
Okay,
Yep,
okay. For
reskin.
one confirmation, I was correct. That's a bear, man.
It was a golden bear.
It was definitely a bear.
We're gonna check the game manual.
Go ahead, I have it.
No, I was hoping that it was like lost to time, and I could
No,
just say
sir.
I'm right.
No, sir. All right. So, by the way, what we're doing here, oh, this is bad. Is Cleopatra said she has ordered a pizza 3 days ago, and she hasn't gotten it yet. So she sent us to get her pizza. That's
As
what we're
you do.
doing.
I would go get a pizza for Cleopatra.
So Mike Jones, or a burger, is a time traveling
Pizza delivery.
alien alien conversating pizza delivery man throughout history.
Think about it though. Like he doesn't have a phone, so how is he supposed to know? Why is the grass moving?
I'm just walking around them. Don't worry about that. They're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but
They
like,
might have eyes. There's some.
Oh, you know,
All right, I'm gonna try to do a trick real quick. Let's see if this works. Oops,
Oh.
did not do it. What I'm trying to do is double jump the two tile gap there by pushing off the wall. So I am definitely experiencing the in-person event nerves. No question about that, because I didn't mess that up at all in practice.
I
so.
saw you yesterday running this, and you were doing like those the water walking thing. Like you didn't miss it. And
Yep.
so
And
everybody gets nerves.
it's okay. It's okay.
it's okay. It's purely to build up my excitement for being, because primarily,
There it is. Easy.
yeah, majority of the speedruns that I have tuned into are like Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memory, Sonic Adventure 2, Super Mario 64, and Yoshi's. So a majority of those. So being able to witness this and see all the tricks, I know you're just doing it to build up suspense for me, Tan. I understand.
We're trying to keep up the suspense for the crowd here. This is Scorpion. She doesn't like it when you kill her babies, so that's when she shoots at you. But
I feel like all of these bosses are very relatable. Yum Yum doesn't like it when you take his food. Scorpion doesn't like it when you kill her children.
Look, she's got a 9 to 5 to work. She's got babies to feed, and she comes home, and you're just sitting there throwing axes at them.
You're
I feel
waiting
like
there
I
with
would
a
probably
tomahawk.
be a little upset too.
Are we the baddies?
I mean, we might actually be the villains of the story.
We're not only are we like invading, we're invading a different time period. We came all the way from the future just to ruin these people's day.
to be fair, at least Yum Yum had kidnapped the children, and we were rescuing the children. This
Okay.
time, we're just delivering a pizza.
Yeah.
I don't have any excuse.
That was a little bit unnecessary.
It's kind of silly the walking into someone's house and breaking all the vases and wondering why they're upset.
Yeah, it's
But
the,
you
it's
have
the
money in there. That's my
the
money.
Zelda villager thing. I'm the chosen one. This is my money.
Why is this child screaming in here?
Which is funny because this game definitely is Zelda inspired. Even the character select screen is pretty much exactly the same as Zelda 1.
It does have a lot of similarities, yeah.
I don't know if they because Zelda existed before this game. Both Zeldas came out in the Americas before either one of Star Tropics did. And Star Tropics was made in Japan by Japanese developers, but was never released there.
Okay.
Yeah, I did see that. This was released in North America and Europe. Was never intended to be released in Japan. So
Yeah, and the type of ROM they use for this NES cart for both Star Tropics 1 and 2, there's almost no way to get it to work on a Famicom. So even if you had the pin adapter, the game would not operate properly. It was for many years this game wouldn't even properly save on EverDrive because of the way it worked out. Like you could run the game, but you wouldn't be able to save it or create save states.
Thus necessitating speedruns. You had to beat it in a single sitting.
Yep, have to beat it in single sitting, or you still have your battery. This game does have battery saves, so which obviously still work, as you saw the Bingus tag here on my OG cart. By the way, Cleopatra gave us a lift over the Nile, and she gives us a new weapon. So you could have gotten this weapon early, but it costs more time than it does to get it. So It's just a bit more powerful with a bit more range.
Okay.
Not much else to it.
And she's also going to enjoy her pizza.
Yep, she's going to enjoy her pizza. It was from Caesar's Hut, by the way.
All right.
Fantastic. Also, I'm still very impressed that this man was not on a camel. He was on a turtle delivering that pizza through the middle of the desert.
Listen, he's on his grind.
Respect it.
Maybe all the camels were taken. Turtle.
They were all rented out.
So this is like you have to kind of a memory maze. You're supposed to get on the platforms and look through it, but we're gonna just memorize our way through it. I know I'm not doing too well, but we're gonna go for a wrong warp dungeon exit here. This only saves about 9 seconds if we get it right, but it's cool, so I want to try and get it.
Fair enough.
And the duck did not give me the right RNG that I needed, so we're not off to a great start, but we're not dead, so I'm only going to make one try at this, though, so if I do fail it.
Oh, hey.
Didn't get it. All right.
It's close.
You have to do a double water walk there. I could try one more time. The only trouble with this is that your lives carry over through the rest of the world, and having one life is kind of scary to have on the last dungeon. All right, and it didn't give me. I was gonna try again, but the duck didn't give me the pattern, so we're just gonna go. I don't want to get stuck for another 3 minutes trying to do one skip. So
keep on trucking.
And that's a shame. I think I did get it at MagFest, but that was the only time I've ever gotten it in a marathon. Even my world record run does not have that skip in it. So it's hard to do, and you've got to get everything to cooperate. So
Rip the duck. He did not want to cooperate.
No, not a cooperative duck.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes the ducks don't want to cooperate.
So we're chasing the monkey through the maze here. I know where I'm going, so. Do you guys have the donations open?
We have the Twitch chat open. Is there a...
I sent it to you in the DM link. And then we could, if there's any donations coming, you could always throw those in if we have a moment like this where it's a bit of a downtime. We're just working our way. This dungeon, these are mini dungeons. There's 2 of them like this.
Okay. Last is going to go ahead and open up donations
Got the
so
donations
we can check out everybody. I'm going to pull chat back up. We want to keep an eye on you. I've been very happy to see the amount of yum-yums being spammed in chat, by the way.
I have no idea if this is a recent donation or not, but shout out to Juzzrocked for Why is Canada?
For why is Canada?
That's the donation tech is Why is Canada?
Why is Canada?
Good question. I haven't been able to answer that.
I'm still working on it.
Narrow jump there. Something to point out. You might see me walking in diagonals like that, and like, what the heck am I zigzagging for like that? So first Star Tropics, you couldn't walk with diagonals. This game you can, and you don't lose any speed for walking diagonally. So you just walk at 2 directions at the same speed instead of walking at 1 direction at the same speed. And anytime you turn directions, you lose frames on your movement. So ideally, if you can turn, at an angle, that's better than turning at, left and right 1 by 1. So you might see me take some weird paths around a room. That's all intentional. All right, we made our way through the maze. Here's our monkey. Monkey can talk, and he's also going to give me a secret power. It's the power of the mind.
So before we had access to top hat guys with big trench coats, where we got everything we needed, we had monkey.
Yes, we have a monkey.
I'll be honest with you. I'm a big monkey fan. Yeah.
But you had to work for that power.
Yeah. Well,
he didn't let you get it for free.
I got lots of psychic powers from monkeys in my day.
I'm really curious as to your upbringing, man. First the bear thing, and now what is going on in Tennessee?
You don't want to know.
I don't think I do. Actually.
You don't want to know.
Maybe curiosity will kill the cat here.
I might have to. You're asking too many questions.
Yeah, actually, if I ask too many questions, I might lose time on the run. So.
Oh no, you're good.
The last reset?
That room's a little hairy. There's like an invisible pit that you can fall in, so I'm like jumping around it. It's just a little tense. All right, so this is the pyramid. We could have come in here before we got the psychic shockwave, but we wouldn't have been able to get past the force field in the way. That's what we needed that for. So there's a couple enemies that force you to use the psychic shockwave, and we'll use it a lot. I mean, we might even flip back and forth between them because we have unlimited uses of both weapons. but there are certain enemies that are only vulnerable to psychic shockwave, such as this guy right here, this zombie-looking guy.
We're seeing a good chunk of the Egyptian pantheon already.
Yeah, we got cobras.
I saw Horus in the last room.
There's a skeleton.
Yes, they did have skeletons in Egypt. I'm pretty sure. I have never been.
We're gonna have we've had little mummies. We're gonna have big mummies in a second. Oh, that's not terrible. There's the big mummies. I don't know what those are supposed to be, honestly. These little bugs.
They're friends.
So are we looking for any more skips or anything within the pyramid itself?
No, nothing. There's no skips in this level.
Okay. So it's just pure, unadulterated gaming.
Just all skill.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna slide right on by these spiders here, maybe.
This is giving me flashbacks of the Team Rocket base.
It is. Yeah, all the arrows.
And Pokemon.
Yeah. In red and blue.
Red and blue. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get this bug chase us over here. And that's a good room there. So this section of the dungeon, you kind of go in a circle. Oh gosh.
Little baby mummy.
Real RNG is kind of all over the place for some of these enemies, so you just have to react to whatever you get. There's a snake room. By the way, there is a photosensitivity warning coming up. I'll give you a countdown on it. So when we get back to that room we were just in, we're gonna come back. We need to go get a flute to summon the cobras that spawn in that room to open the door. So since this has been a little bit rough, I will just go ahead and grab that just in case.
Magic item.
Yeah, the magic items they store in your pause menu, so we have to pause to use them, and we'll use that flute to summon the cobras here in a second. So if you have photosensitivity, please cover your eyes right now, and I'll tell you when you can open them. All right, it's good.
You're safe.
There's going to be a couple more things like that. I'm not sure what they were thinking, honestly. It's pretty rough. But there we go, all the way through there.
I think for the early time of when these games were being developed, it was kind of hard to be able to draw like big attention to the moment. So definitely not the smartest idea overall. But
all right, here's the boss of Pyramid's monster mask. And actually,
oh my!
Yeah, that not what I was expecting.
Yeah, actually the regular shots are more deadly than those big ones. They could just hit you faster if you're stuck in the way. Because this game doesn't really have much in the way of iframes when you take damage.
Yeah, actually another relatable boss. That's what I looked like after I was up for about 40 hours straight on Friday.
Yeah,
Since I woke up in the morning.
I can vouch. I had my 6 a.m. flight, and then I landed, and it was immediately into Guilty Gear. So that was fun.
I am very happy with the fact that you're talking about obtaining the Tetris pieces, and they are named Tetrad.
Yes, they are named Tetrad. In fact, back then they could do that, and now they can't. So the Wii U and Wii Virtual Console releases of this game just call it a block.
Yeah, so we'll certain something with having to pay a little bit more for access to that name. But I'm here for Tetrads.
Tetraminos.
They are. We're looking for.
Cutscenes.
Yep, we got a cutscene. Get that cutscene at the end of every chapter. All right, so chapter 4 coming up. No major skips in this chapter either. We're gonna try major skips in every chapter going forward, except in every chapter we're gonna try something. But this one doesn't really have a lot. So this has one minor skip that we're gonna do, and it's we're in old England here, London, and we're gonna meet our completely true to history character Sherlock Holmes.
100%.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Look, there's no way Sherlock Holmes could have missed his moment with Burger Time, okay?
Right, exactly. That's all I'm saying is that Sherlock Holmes would have loved the NES and the SNES.
And we've got great news. Sherlock deduced that the evil alien Zoda, who is the final boss of Star Tropics 1, has planned to steal the Tetris piece that's in the London Museum. So we're going to try and beat him to the punch.
I would. That's all I'm saying. Again, another very relatable villain.
But first, we got to get thrown in jail. So, but there's a hole in the wall, so don't worry. We're fine.
Yo,
That was
Mike Jones in jail. Tech Twitter.
we're speedrunning the game, but we also speedran our prison sentence. We were only in there for like half a second.
It was close to 1.5 seconds. About.
He was on good behavior.
We frame time it. Frame time it. Count
Frame
the
check
frames.
prison. What's the split on that? It's just in prison, out of prison.
Yeah. Imagine the percent category leaderboard. Get out of prison percent. Actually, now we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna just get out of prison.
That's a new category on speedrun. It's just get out of prison. Okay, that dude,
Excuse me, sir. That was for me.
he woke up in the morning and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna put on my evil outfit
I
today."
feel like Zoda just wakes up and chooses violence every single day. Like you could, like just have a burger, man.
Yet again, a relatable villain.
I want to see Zoda in like that same meeting that they had with Wreck-It Ralph.
I am bad, and that's good.
But you are not necessarily a bad guy.
I was Zangief.
Yeah.
So this is the sewers. There's 2 dungeons like this. Oh my gosh, I messed that up. Gosh, it's been a long time since I messed that up. But we'll get it together. So these rafts right here, you can just walk right off into the water. There's no like invisible wall keeping you here like that. So you have to be a little bit cautious here.
Cousin Catnip in chat said Sherlock Holmes talking about Tetris is so strange. That's the strange part. Yes,
100%
that is
definitely lore accurate.
no, but like that's the strange part. We're talking about an alien stealing Tetris pieces from a museum, and it's just the Tetris part that's strange.
Look. You're right.
All of that was strange. That's the norm.
So you're sure we're in England? Because I've definitely seen these walking in the streets of New York before.
Sherlock Holmes invented Tetris. Wake up, sheeple. Oh yeah, and we brushed right past Cleopatra ordering a pizza earlier
I have definitely received pizza from somebody on
on a turtle in ancient Egypt.
No, that time it was a tortoise. Very different.
There's
You
a
gotta
huge
remember.
difference. Turtles are amphibious, and tortoises are
Yeah,
not.
he had nunchucks and everything too. It was
Yeah.
great.
Public service announcement: do not let tortoises get into water; they will drown. That's all I have to say.
Should I even ask what that is?
Yeah, what was that?
They call it Zoda's brain.
He's just walking around without a brain. Actually, no, that's
Very relatable.
very relatable.
Very relatable. I'm looking
They-
around this venue right now. I look to my immediate left. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey,
And Zoda's brain just happened to be sitting on the switch that we needed to open the door to get out. So we had to defeat it. But Zoda ran away. He left his brain and he's just a husk running from us.
again, very relatable. We're gonna go through this whole run.
This is just my entire
Yeah,
week
we're
every
just
time.
relating to the bosses. First, you're hungry, then you lose your children, then some dude named Mike comes up and stabs your brain.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. You gotta.
This game is secretly a tragedy.
Mike Jones is not the hero, everyone. He
Oh
is.
my. Okay, those are the New York.
Those are
sewer
rot.
rats.
No,
There we go.
those are the rodents of unusual size.
the League of
That's what-
Extraordinary Rodents.
That's from The Princess Bride. I'm surprised you know what that is, Last.
I'm a little bit cultured, just a little bit. No, my mom loves The Princess Bride. I know she's not gonna see this, but like that movie played on a almost daily basis. In
Thanks,
our
Mom.
house. So thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom, for the culture reference. It paid off finally.
Yeah, I got to use it in a speed run 10 years later.
Whoops.
Oh, he dodged. Slime's got the schmoves.
Yeah, they kind of go all over the place. They're messy. They don't clean up after themselves. All right, go one. Not too bad there.